Jai Hind. Myself CPL Aditi Patil, Regimental Number MAH-SW 20 910552 from HSCP College to Maharashtra Girls Battalion NCC Pune, representing presentation on pollution of Ganga River and reasons behind its pollution. Ganga, the river that washes all the sins from our body, the river that supplies water to 40% of Indian population, the river that attracts millions of pilgrims from all over the world during the Kumbh Mela, the richest river system known in the world for its biodiversity, the most sacred river in the world, the sacred river which is crying for help. Today we will know about the most sacred and one of the most polluted river in the world, the holy river Ganga. In the northern part of India, Ganga begins at confluence of Bhagirathi and Alaknanda rivers in the town of Dev Prayag, Uttarakhand, and passes by Haridwar, Kanpur, Prayagraj, Varanasi and ends up in the Bay of Bengal. One of the longest rivers of India, it's also the most sacred one. Hindus revere the river as a goddess whose purity cleanses the sins of faithful and aids death on their path towards heaven. The banks of the river in Haridwar and Varanasi are always gathered with pilgrims and holy men, worshipping the river and taking a dip in it. Ganga water has a magical property that it doesn't putrefy even if you stored it for decades, which is why in 1800s the British sailors insisted on collecting the drinking water from Gangas for their journey back to Britain. Apart from its religious significance, the river has also become a dumping ground for many industries and individuals. People just throw anything which they don't want directly into the river. They do so by their own will or at the name of religious rituals. Also, many industries discharge their untreated waste directly into the river stream. From its starting point to its ending point, Ganga is constantly polluted by nitrates and heavy metals like lead, zinc, copper, cadmium, chromium and aluminium. Ganga gets most of its pollution from cities of Varanasi and Kanpur. The 12 million leather industry in Kanpur discharges its untreated chemical waste directly into the river, contaminating it with nitrates and heavy metals like chromium and cadmium. The concentration of chromium and cadmium and other heavy metals is so high that it has turned Kanpur Ganga water into black deadly cocktail. Even the local here avoid using river water for their daily use, as it causes multiple diseases related to stomach and in some cases loss of sight and hair fall. This process of contaminating the river continues in the city of Varanasi, where 200 million liters of untreated human sewage is released directly into the river every day. Because of this, water here has large concentration of fecal coliform bacteria, which is 120 times higher than the safe limit. People living in these regions suffer from urinary tract infection and skin infections. Rituals like throwing of bones and ashes of the deceased one also contribute in polluting the river. Dead bodies of pregnant women, kids and holy men are left to float free on the surface of the water to decompose as their bodies are not cremated. Poor people who can't afford the cost of cremation also throw the bodies directly into the river. Besides pollution, Ganga also faces many other difficulties. There are 16 mega hydroelectric dams in Ganga basin, another 14 are under construction and 54 major projects have been proposed. These dams are not planned for ecological flow of the river, which has resulted in drying large parts of Ganga. In March 2016, Ganga almost dried near the delta, which has forced a 10-day closure of major power plants and created critical water shortage. The aquatic life in Ganga river has already been warning humans for a very long time. In past decades, Ganga has lost its major fishes and other critical species. Its famous Ganga dolphin, gharial crocodile and many turtles have been declared as threatened species. Cleaning efforts that we have done so far are a Ganga Action Plan, the National Ganga River Basin Authority, Safe Ganga Movement, role of major activists and even the Namami Ganga by PM Modi. But still, it is being polluted. Reasons for failure of these projects are inappropriate environmental planning, insignificant cooperation between central, state, and local government bodies, lack of local technical expert committees for monitoring the work, improper mass awareness and involvement of Ganga users in different projects, least political education and vision to save Ganga, and UP and Bihar were not able to provide uninterrupted electricity for running the facilities. There are three problem areas that need to be addressed in order to find a comprehensive solution to Ganga pollution. First, the inadequate flow of water in the river needed to dilute and assimilate waste. Second, the growing quantum of untreated sewage discharged from the cities along the rivers. And third, the lack of enforcement against point source pollution from industries discharging waste into the river. Day by day, Ganga is losing its magical properties because of the pollution and low amount of water in the river. We take water from the river and give back sewage, telling Ganga is getting polluted is offensive to some people, but we have to realize the truth, as the future of Ganga rests on the shoulders of our generation. Thank you. Jai Hind.